have Coach Joe Lombardi in the center. On his left is Cobo Diaz, and on his right is Dante Lombardi. Coach, you want to start off with a statement on the win?
That was fun. Really love this team and not only how well they play, but what they're all about. And it's just feel very fortunate and blessed to be able to coach them for at least one more day. And I think what we had talked about in the locker room, they came out and they threw a punch, and they were going to do that. They're a proud team, and they're a really good team. Okay, I've seen them beat Stroudsburg by a big number, and Shippensburg by a big number, and those are both NCAA type teams, and so they weren't going to go down. We hurt their pride last week, and they came out, but our guys had resilience and started a little bit slow, but we just chipped away and fought back, and I really. There's all kind of toughness in this game, okay? And tonight we needed physical toughness more than anything, and we showed physical toughness the way we competed on the boards and played them even on the glass. And we showed a veteran maturity with our execution I think on the offensive end, and that's how you win playoff games. It's going to be possession by possession, and coming down a stretch, we executed and did the necessary things to secure it on both ends of the floor.
Questions? Tony, you want to start us off?
First of all, it's a pleasure to meet you guys. Coach, defense here the past 7 halves. What's been the big thing with your defense here over in the postseason?
Almost decided that he wants to play instead of he has to play. No, I'm not serious on that. We're not going to have a serious press conference here. I'd like to say I have an answer to it, but I just think it's a combination of stuff. As you go throughout the year, sometimes the bigger the games get, you get a little bit more focused. I think that's part of it. I think we take people out of getting easy buckets. And then I also think that we've become a lot more aggressive team. We're being more aggressive in our post defense, especially our bigger guys, and I think that's helped us. I think the communication and the habits that we're building on defense are finally, as we like to say, the stone is cracking, and people are starting to get it more. We're communicating better, so it's probably a combination of all those things. And and I don't know if we've got it totally figured out. Some of it might be the teams we played, just happen to struggle too. So it's usually a combination of both things, but I'm kind of happy with our commitment to that end of the floor.
How about you guys? Same question. Different answer. Same question, different answer.
Yeah, I think we knew it was going to be a physical game, so we had to match their intensity on the glass. And I think we did. We were focused. We were taking them out of their stuff, and we were physical. So I think, like Coach said, the key was being physical, rebounding, and taking them out of their rhythm.
Yeah, I think our guards do a really good job of denying entries, and then when our guards deny entries, it gives our bigs a little bit more time to fight around the post, and makes it harder on their bigs to get good positioning, and then we just make their guards or bigs play one-on-one, and if we're playing one-on-one for a lot of the games, it's hard to get good shots.
Were you guys, I don't know, did it phase you at all when they came out? They come out, sitting back in zone, they come out in a press, and then fall back in a man-to-man. Phase you guys at all, or just continue on and play?
I mean, it was a little different. Them switching the defenses, and they're switching defenses kind of like in the middle of the possession on some possessions. It was a little bit difficult to try to see what they were doing. So after the first media timeout, we went with whatever play we call. We were just gonna keep with that play, and if it works against a man or a zone, if it doesn't, and then if something doesn't work, we'll just get into something like clock.
Coach, the boards are 41-40. You guys even had 10 offensive rebounds, and I think your first one in the first half resulted in Armani's 3. How big are the boards just staying close to them in this game?
It was critical. It was critical. They have, I think, almost close to 11 rebound margin, and the first time we played them, or the last time we played them a week ago, they out-rebounded us. And the other thing is they get their confidence and their mojo from getting second shots. And it allows them, if they think they're gonna get a second shot every time they shoot it, and they send everybody, sometimes even 5 guys, then there's a lot less pressure on the first shot. And so it's a whole mindset. But once we start taking away, I think they, they start squeezing the ball a little bit on their shots and added to our overall defensive efficiency.
You guys actually outscored them in second chance points. Guys, was this a,
We got rebounders too, Tony. No. Stop me, Tony, go back and forth, okay? No, but that was one of the things we put on the board, okay? You can't just eliminate their offensive rebounds. You have to make sure you get your share of them in order to stay even with the rebounding game. And we had some guys that were really just competing, including Kobo here, really just competing on the offensive glass tonight, and made a big difference in our offense and in the flow that we had. And sometimes even if they didn't grab them, they were just tipping them around and keeping them alive, or they went out of bounds and we got team possession and a rebound.
One more question. You have time for.
guys, is this like a typical first game of the tournament? It's not a thing of beauty, but you're going out of here and you're gonna play tomorrow.
Yeah, the first
game
game.
was pretty, didn't it?
I mean, it was hard though, but the first game is hard because we got more to lose than them a priori, and we knew we had to come out strong. So we knew they were going to throw the first punch. We had to stay in the game. We had to get stops and get our rhythm through our defense, and that's what we did. They started with on a run, and we were able to get stops and get into our stuff. We were able to recognize their zone, and we were able to execute as like veterans.
Was all the pressure on you guys? You've beaten them twice, you're the home team, you're the top seed, you better win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think all the pressure. I think we definitely had more. It's definitely hard to beat a team 3 times in the same season, and then especially with how the last game went in the semifinals, it was a little bit more difficult. But I mean, we have seniors that have only been to 1 NCAA, and so I think I speak for the whole team. We're hungry to go far in this.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.